I have enough for 3 Inferno attempts. I don't know if I want to push 3 today. Definitely 2, but hopefully we do it in 1 type shit. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. Hold on, let me equip the Gwish before we hit the Fern. Dude, I don't think Zucky Boy's ready for me hitting him with the Gwish. I don't think he's ready. All right. Doesn't matter how many attempts you do. As soon as you get it, it's a W. Yeah, honestly, I really don't care how many attempts it took anybody to get an Inferno Cape. If you have one, it's still badass. Today could be the day that we get an Inferno Cape, guys. If you're just tuning in, I'm like 66 attempts into this thing. We did all of our first attempts blind. We run into a problem, and then chat helps us find a solution for the problem. But you know what? We're here, and we got the Anguish necklace last night. Finally, we got a Zenite 665 KCN, and today could possibly be the day that we finally get an Inferno Cape. Are you comfortable with healers? I am now. So I thought I knew how to do the healers last time, and I didn't. So basically how I'm doing Inferno is I went in blind and we learn one thing at a time. And so if I don't run into the problem, then I won't know what to learn. So every time I feel like, okay, I know enough to kill Zuck now, I run into an issue and I'm like, oh shit, these healers do a shit ton of damage. Like, how do I stop them from doing so much damage? And so we learned that there's a safe spot at the edges and you need to use blowpipe, use your specs early and kill them quickly. Otherwise you get overrun. And so now, I feel like I've learned how to deal with that. Right. And so eventually we'll learn if something else comes up, you know, then we'll learn how to deal with that. And we just kind of been dealing with it one at a time. Like, and eventually, well, in the beginning, I had to learn how to alternate flick. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to alternate flick. That's too hard. And they're like, well, you can't do Inferno unless you alternate flick. So you kind of have to just force yourself to learn these things. Oh, and then I didn't realize that Zuck attacks faster once you kill the healers. And I have killed the healers once. So I wasn't ready for... I was running to the safe tile and it wasn't safe. So you just learn things like that one at a time. And it's a hard way to learn. Getting all the way to Zuck to learn that. Which is crazy because, like, I remember I made it past the healers once before and I didn't know any of this stuff. I'm thinking maybe, did I just get lucky or something? Anyways, you make one mistake at a time and then you learn. Nice. Oh, Lord, not the triple stack. Oh, Lordy, have a mercy. 07. I forgot about the bat. Chat, what do I do about the damn bat? Oh, shit. I have to kill the bat first. Man, I was hoping he would be lined up on the Ranger one tick flick, but he's actually not off. He's on the opposite off tick. I'm gonna have to kill the bat first and then reset it. All right, here we go. Ah! All the nibblers are dead. Okay, it's regular now. Regular. That was a scary one. Actually... I didn't have to kill that. But it's fine. Okay. Does make it a little bit easier. Aren't you almost 40? I mean, pfft. Aren't we all almost 40? I mean, we're all closer to 40 than we are to 100. I mean, think about it like that. '30s is the new 20s. Okay, now you're starting to sound like an old person. Now you're giving us away, bud. That shit old people say to make them feel better about themselves. I'm not nervous. Oh, I just ruined it. I'm ass at the game. That is a rip. Big rip. Big rip. I have to run defense. Dude, there's no way. Might lose my pillar here. Like the worst wave ever. Ah. 91 health on the main pillar is crazy bad. I think that was the only solve that I had, though. I'm pretty sure it was the only solve I had. I couldn't think of anything else to get to the nibblers. I definitely couldn't go here. I could have ran like all the way around. I would have had to tank blob hits. And bats. I don't know. I think it was the fastest way to do it was to just kill the mage as quickly as possible. Just get rid of him and then handle it. Let's just hope that we don't have another situation where we have to let the nibblers chew on this pillar. Chat, is there no sound on the stream? You guys have sound, right? There's no game sound? Where is my game sound? I'm so... Sorry, I'm trying to fix my game sound and I clicked... Oh! There's 2 copies of the game open. You guys hear that? I think it's working now. Yeah, that happens whenever there's 2 copies of the game open. I didn't realize I had 2 copies open. Alright, I logged out for a second though. Oh, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. You can get meleeed there. Come on. Wave 58. Same wave again, but 2 bats to the next one. I'm gonna try to kill the snake here. Snake digs. We have to go for the corner trap. I did not swap quick enough. We tanked that, luckily. We're gonna let that pillar die, or we're gonna kill... I want to kill the bat. Actually, I didn't even need to. Just lost 1 attack because they're both range. Okay, we're gonna try to kill this major and then get over there and save the pillar with 1 HP if possible. No, it's gone. It's okay. The biggest problem is my current pillar is very low on HP. Range spotting. That was good.
Dying on my hard cry, man. Completed.
Well, god damn, that wave was rough. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. What? I got deleted instantly. Let's watch it back. Let's watch it back. I think this solve was on the other side with one tick flicking the mage and the melee. Maybe I should have went left there. That was ass. Okay. Dude, that was a hard ass wave, guys. That was a hard wave. You can't go here. You can't go here. Then you're tanking 4 mobs. Here is 4 mobs. The only solution is here, and then you're tanking 3. No. Fuck, dude. This is the worst possible wave. This shit is ass. Oh my god. There is no solve. Tanking the bat and the mage. Freeze the meleeer? Yeah, you die trying to freeze the meleeer. I mean, either way, my pillar's dead here, guys. Either way, even if I solve this wave, I believe my pillar is dead. So no matter what, I think this run is over. I only have 80 health on my pillar here. Your pillar's 10 health off full. I relogged. My pillar has 80 health. Dude, the only solve is right here. Kill the bat and one tick and flick melee range. Flick melee magic. I was already late to swap to the ranger here. Holy shit, this wave sucks ass. Yeah, the only solution is to go here, pretty much tanking these 2 mobs, praying mage, and then occasionally, if they're off ticked, dude, this wave sucks. Like, I have all day to think about what I want to do, and when it actually happens, you have 0.6 seconds to figure it out. So I need to be ready for when this happens again. When this happens again, I need to go here, praying mage, kill the bat, and off tick melee mage, and then kill the snake. Holy shit, I died so fast. Because I died so fast because I didn't swap to range prayer. Yeah, I'm not protecting against anything. I'm just tanking everything. Then I swapped to range prayer, and they're both hitting me for max. Or very, very high hits at least. Holy shit, I died in 2 attacks. I died in 2 attacks. That is crazy. I wasn't praying anything. I mean, I was, but it was 2 attacks late. Swap to range. Swap to range for the 3rd attack, but I was already dead by then. Guys, I died here. I died here in like, what, 2 seconds? 1 1,000. 2 1,000. 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds I died. And it was already too late. It was already too late. Shit. That is by far the hardest wave I've ever had. I don't even know if I've ever had this wave before where there really isn't a solve. You have to tank something. Like, you have to tank a bat here. And no, so listen, guys. No matter what, at the start of this wave, let me explain to you guys this. No matter what, at the start of this wave, I'm praying magic. So at the start of this wave, I'm taking 2 hits, 1 and 2, no matter what. Start of this wave, boom. That's already a double range hit. I should have already swapped to range. If I did swap to range, I wouldn't have taken that hit. But no matter what, I'm tanking this hit. Then when I move here, I should be swapping back to mage, which the first melee actually hits me for a 0, which is lucky. Okay, first range hits me for 20. Next melee hits me for 27. Then I'm here and I'm taking hits from the bat. Okay, and then hopefully they're off ticked, but if they're not, then we're in a trouble situation, and I've got to kill the bat probably with a blowpipe spec, and then hope that the snake is not hitting me. I hope they're off ticked. I mean, that's the best decision. Every side you go to has 3 mobs. That is not what you want, guys. This wave is not what you want. I saw the mage here. I saw the range here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember seeing the blob. Like, the blob was kind of just came in last second. I'm mainly looking for this, and this when the wave starts. and trying to put myself in a position where I can off-tick flick. Because the blob doesn't matter because you just off-tick flick and the blob doesn't do any damage. The only ones that matter are this guy and this guy. You need to know what to pray. So if I'm here, I need to be range. If I'm here, I need to be mage. I thought about going here, then I saw the bat and I saw the snake, and the snake wasn't going to get trapped, so I was confused. I decided to stay here, tank it, then I swapped to range too late. But I was thinking about going here, changed my mind, and then by the time I changed my mind, it was already too late. And I Sarah brewed once, but it didn't matter. Holy shit-ass wave, bro. Holy terrible wave. Highly likely that my pillar is very close to death there, even if I solve the wave too. It was just not a good situation. All around, that was the worst possible situation. No matter what, I'm losing at least like 30, 40 health. At least half my pillar health there. At least half. Water runes are good. You only use like 300 per run. At this point, ask someone for advice. Nah, we're doing a series. We're doing a YouTube series where we don't ask anyone for any like GMs or anything like that for coaching. Every other thing that we do in this game, we'll get coaching, but this was the one thing I don't want to do that. How's it looking? Pretty good on wave 3. Things are looking good. Thank you for asking. Plus, I have chat giving me amazing advice. I mean, people are telling me things like, you know, just do more damage, like don't die. Like, these things are really helpful. And I mean, you can honestly say that I'm getting coached by chat. That wave, like I said, guys, that wave that I just got, you know, if we get that wave again, there's a high possibility that I die to it again. I mean, you at this point, like, you kind of just don't want to get that wave. That's kind of how you solve that for me, at least for me. I guarantee you there are probably some really good people at the game that would still struggle on that wave if they got bad RNG. You're guaranteed taking hits on that wave. Like, you're guaranteed, no matter who you are, you're guaranteed taking hits on that wave. If you're getting hit for max damage, that's hard to come back from. I don't know if I can save that pillar. The zeros are crazy, bro. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. It's huge, guys. That's huge. That's huge. We saved that pillar for one more pull. No. Swap too soon.
Dying on my hard cry, man. Completed.
That was the wave that killed me last time, I think, guys. It was a similar one, at least. Ugh. I think it was a prey melee angle, yeah. It's so much. It's so much so quickly. Same wave again, boys. Same wave again. So we're starting off by taking... We're going to start off here by guaranteed taking a range hit, as well as a blob hit, which only hit for 15. And then I pray melee and block the snake's hit. So I'd pretty much decide to pray melee to not take the blob hit. So this was the right choice. I knew I could get 2 auto attacks in on the snake before I needed to change my strategy, but I knew the mage was coming in, so I had to pray mage. I needed the blob to come in sooner. I need to wait for the blob to come in here. So now I'm going to take a hit from the bat and the snake, of which I decide as soon as I take the melee to move back through here. Here is where I should have swapped to melee and double blowpipe. This was a great solve by me, but unfortunately, I chose to flick the blob here instead of the melee. Yeah, I solved it correctly. I just didn't pray right. And I had one blowpipe spec available. That's 2 guaranteed hits. I mean, that was a good swap to melee here. Watch it in, like, watch how fast it is in real time, though. 2, 6. Damn, if I would have clicked melee there, we had a chance. We had a chance if I clicked melee. That's the same, that's literally the same wave, guys. Well, a similar wave where you get the snake spawn right on top of you. And either way you go, you have to flick. I mean, here was the best solve. It's blob melee, but I was already low rounding the corner. How much did the bat hit me for? 16. 18. Oh my god, the bat owned me. Holy shit. 16, 18 from the bat. That's almost double max hit. Into a 26 off prayer. I actually tanked the blob hit correctly there with a range prayer. But I gotta swap back. It's gotta be melee, and then you gotta swap mage. You have to do melee hit, and then you gotta swap mage. Oh my god, bro. And the blue moon top. I have my blue moon top on here. Probably a panic click. Did I panic click my blue moon top? Probably, right? Yeah, whenever I swap to Bofa, I'm so used to clicking my crystal chest piece. That was a big mistake. That was a massive mistake I just noticed. I have my blue moon top on the whole time, guys. Less defense, less damage. And that's the difference right there. That's the difference. It's just habit. I double click when I equip my Bofa. I just double click because it's normally my chest. I can't be doing that. Cannot be making that big of a mistake on wave 61. Maybe we do one more. Let's do one more. Oh god, we got to kill this guy soon, guys. I can't go back to Huey. Don't make me. If you don't make it this attempt, my kid will sleep outside. What? It's a little harsh. Runes are good. We got 800 water runes. Need you to lock in? All right, here we go. We got a good chance. We got a good chance at killing Zuck if we get there. Need a little RNG. Need a little RNG on the waves. Today we got back-to-back hardest, one of the hardest wave 61s you could get. You see a difference with Anguish? I see a little bit of a DPS increase. Not gonna lie, I say this before, but like I see a little more consistency in the damage for sure. Are you burnt out, brother? I am sick today. I'm not really burnt out on Inferno. I'm a little burnt out on having to farm the mats on the runes because it's a lot of hours of farming runes, and I'm out of gold to just buy them. So like I have to farm gold so I can buy them, and it's just basically CG on an Iron Man. It's tough, or you could go to the wilderness maybe, but wilderness is kind of off limits for me. My rune crafting level is 80, guys, and I also do about 2 hours of running bloods to the altar every day to get 5,000. It's about 5,000 blood runes, 5,000 death runes per day. On top of like, I already banked all the potions and everything that I needed for enough attempts, but the runes, and then luckily I got pretty lucky on the prayer regens at Huey, so we got another like 50 prayer regens, which was pretty pog. You confident in the run? Yeah, pretty confident. I'm gonna be honest, it really just comes down to wave 61, 63. I mean 60 through 63. If you get a really bad spawn, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in the game, and it's not even close. If you get a bad spawn on 60 to 63, it's really difficult. Unless you just get lucky and you tank all of it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you get to spoon wave where it all just lines up, that's ideal. Any wave where you can trap one mob right here is also fairly easy. It's a lot easier if you can get a trap off. And if you could see the melee or kill the melee while you're landing a trap. But sometimes you can't get the trap because they just let the melee spawn right on top of you. And then you can't go here to this area because you have mage and ranger and bat. And then maybe a blob too. It's rough, man. Can't wait to see clips of Sard mocking fire cape wearers. Guys, you really think I would do that? You really think I would put my infernal cape on and immediately go to the Grand Exchange and flex my infernal cape and point and laugh at people that have fire capes? What kind of guy do you think I am? Have you guys ever played with somebody that had an Inferno cape and you're like, okay, this guy's legit. He has an Inferno cape. And then he's just complete ass. And you're like, oh shit, I think this guy bought his cape. Y'all can tell? Yo, Savix, thank you. Wait, Savix raided me? I thought Savix was just hanging out in the stream. I'm locked in right now. Holy shit. Melee Ranger Mage. I'm fucking dead. Fuck.
Dying on my hardcore Iron Man. Completed.
Oh god, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's not a good day to play RuneScape for me, guys. That's the same. That's just the easier version of the wave that always kills me, by the way. That's literally the easier version of the wave that always kills me. It's the snake spawning right on top of you, and then you can't go left or right. Because if you go right, then you have to flick 3 mobs, or you have to flick ranger and mage. If you stand still, you have to flick snake and mage. And then I panicked, prayed mage, panic prayed melee, when I should have just tanked the snake, kept magic, and then off-tick flick if they're off-ticked, or step underneath them if they're not. But I haven't practiced that enough to consider that as a solve. So then I just end up griefing myself. It's sad. Oh well, guys. Maybe tomorrow will be better. You never know. Maybe I'll feel better tomorrow too. GC live. I don't feel good, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go be quiet and farm death runes for 5 hours so we can have attempts for tomorrow. 07's in the chat, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll pay out the prediction before you guys go. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.